a minute. I'll welcome to Amateur Radio with WHCPT. Captain Don here. I'll be right back. All right, welcome to Amateur Radio with WHCPT. Captain Don here. I am attempting SO-121. It is going to 25 degrees. I probably won't hear it right away because it's behind the house, but then I might hear it after that. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. All right, I'm back. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds before SO-121 rises. And it's a hard one to hit. It only puts out 0.48 watts. It's going to rise actually behind my house. But once it gets about quarter the way up, I'll be able to work it, hopefully. Howdy, Rick. You're going to be working this, right? I probably won't hear it until a quarter of the way through the pass because my house is in the way. It's like we got 2 minutes before it rises here. All right. I'm just using the arrow. I tried this one on the elk antenna last night, and a really good pass up ahead and up overhead, and I didn't hear it. So I did hear it. I heard somebody say whiskey something, but I didn't hear his whole call sign. So I want to use the antenna that I know reaches it or hears it. So this will just be the arrow antenna. Maybe the next couple days I'll have both antennas set up and I could switch back and forth. I'll just put one on the Retevis and one on the TYT, and then in the middle of the pass I'll switch and show the difference. We got 1 minute and 9 seconds before it rises here. So this will probably be the only satellite I'm going to do tonight because I got some places I got to go after this. Yeah, it's only 0.48 watts, so it's a tough one to hit. I got the arrow antenna I'm working with right now. Got 38 seconds. It's going to be a max. It's actually coming up. I'm actually getting some interference, which is kind of strange. There shouldn't be anything interfering right now. Anyway, it's 10 seconds away. No, I'm using amateur radio to contact satellites. You'll see. It has rose. It's at 1 degree. So I'm gonna see if I can hear it. I've got a loose element. All right, there we go. I'm just looking for it right now. Once I find it and hear it, I'll turn up the volume more. Starting to see it on the little bar graph. Whiskey 8 Charlie Papa Tango, Echo November 82. 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 This one's really hard to hit. Whiskey 8 Charlie Papa Tango, Echo November 82. There it is. Whiskey 8 Charlie Papa Tango, Echo November 82. Charlie Papa Tango, Echo November 18. Whiskey 8 Charlie Papa Tango, Echo November 82. Kilo Echo 8 Delta Oscar Oscar. This is Whiskey 8 Charlie Papa Tango, Echo November 82 QSL. Alright, no joy for me. I think I heard somebody keying up, but it wasn't a very good signal. Rick, are you on there? See if Rick jumps in here after. He was trying to work it too. So for people that might not know what's going on here, basically there are satellites orbiting the Earth that amateur radio operators can work, and they have repeaters on them. So if you can hit them, how you doing, Mark? If you can hit them, you can talk to each other. That one was a really hard one to hit, SO-121. Rick was trying to hit it, and I was too. Hopefully Rick will jump in here and tell me if he heard me at all or not. Did I shut off my light? I was hearing some signals from it, but mostly just static. I was shooting through a lot of trees, so the location I'm going to be at tomorrow will be a little bit better for it. So I'm waiting to see if Rick pops back in here before I end this to see if he heard me at all. Hopefully he jumps in here and lets me know. Rick, are you there? Let's see here. Gonna make sure I got everything I need.
Motion detected at the front porch cab.
Waiting for Rick to come back in to see if he heard me or not. No, not tracking Bigfoot. I was working an amateur radio satellite repeater. All right, Rick, did you hear me at all? I think I heard the satellite a little bit. Like somebody was transmitting and I could hear static, but I didn't really hear anything. I did call out your call sign just in case you were hearing me somewhere near the end of it. So I'm curious, did you hear anything? Nothing, okay. Yeah, I didn't even hear the tone it usually makes, which is kind of strange. Where I'm going to be tomorrow is where I was when I actually made a QSO on it before. Yeah, I heard the interference a little bit too, which I think was the signal, but maybe it wasn't charged up enough. Could be the problem. But that one's a hard one to hit. If you actually work that one and make a QSO, you're doing really good. I got lucky the very first time I worked it. What is it? Whiskey Zero Charlie Yankee Charlie was on it. and he knew I was working it, and we made a QSO, and then N2FYA was on it at the end, and he came through really good. It's in my videos here, somewhere in the live videos. But yeah, I've tried it since then, and I haven't had. Yeah, other satellites come in great. This one's only 0.48 watts, so it's hard to hit. It's hard to hear. But it gives you a task. You got to be pointed right at it almost. If you notice, Rick, that little meter on the right side, when you're getting a signal from the satellite, that'll start going up. So that kind of helps you point the antenna too. But it could also be getting interference from other things too. So because when I pointed it at my house, it was doing it too. But once I got it to where it was above my garage, I could tell I was in range of it with that meter. It was going up, and then I would hear that static you were talking about. And then I'm pretty sure I heard somebody calling out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard somebody calling out, but it was so staticky you could not make out words at all. If somebody was looking for alien life form, they might have thought that was an alien talking. Just a bunch of static. But anyway, all right, cool. We gave it a shot. I may work some of the early ISS passes, depending on what time I head down to my parents'. If I get there in time, I might work some of them. Okay, I probably heard you calling out then. So when I heard what I thought was somebody calling out, I said, Kilo Echo 8, Delta Oscar Oscar, this is Whiskey 8 Charlie Papa Tango Echo November 82 QSL. So after you called out, you might have heard more static. If you did, that was me answering you, but for some reason it wasn't coming through good. But if you did hear more static after you called out, then yep, that one you keep trying. That one's tough. If you get that one to work, you're doing really good. All the other ones, SO-50, PO-101, ISS, those are the three main ones. If you can get them three, you should be able to do great on. But all right, cool. I'm gonna sign out of here, and I was talking to one of my buddies on my All-Star node, so I'm gonna see if he's still there, and possibly early morning I may go live on the ISS. We'll see. Until then, thanks for watching Amateur Radio with W8CPT. Captain Don saying 73 all.